Cardio is often seen as a necessary evil in fitness, but it's much more than just a way to burn calories. It's about building stamina, endurance, and a healthy heart. Let's explore the different types of cardio, how to train for endurance, power endurance, and muscular endurance, why cardio is essential for your overall fitness, and how to make it fun. Cardio is much more than just running on a treadmill. Cardio involves any activity that raises your heart rate and keeps it elevated for a sustained period. It's all about building stamina and endurance, which are crucial for both athletic performance and daily life. Cardio exercises strengthen your heart and lungs, improving your body's ability to deliver oxygen to your muscles. What that means is your body can go harder for much longer, which also means you can get more out of your training that isn't cardio, such as strength and skills, because you are not out of breath all the time. Bonus, it helps improve your energy levels, enhances your mood, and even supports better sleep. There are different types of cardio, but as long as you are doing an activity that raises your heart rate for a period, you can train cardio. It can be fun, such as dancing, parkour, swimming, anything. Cardio does not have to be just running and just the treadmill. Many people love it, but I could never. It was frustrating to work so hard to go nowhere on a treadmill. When I first trained in parkour, we did mini relays of going from one place to another. The floor is lava was our cardio. It was fun and effective. Understanding what cardio is and its benefits is the first step. As I said, there are different types of cardio and what each type offers. That might change how you train based on your goals. Cardio can be trained in as little as 5 minutes if you want to. Let's get the maximum benefit with minimal effort. According to the American Heart Association, engaging in at least 150 minutes of low-intensity cardio or 75 minutes of high-intensity activity per week can provide substantial health benefits. Many other experts say you can still get benefits at lower numbers. Many recommend half of those numbers. That's a 10, 15-minute walk, swim or bike ride every day, or 2 workouts of 20 minutes of higher intensity. Want to save even more time? If your goal is simply to improve stamina and maintain a healthy heart, simply do your resistance workouts as a superset where you work on the opposing muscle instead of waiting. Fewer strength gains, but multitasking. What about short bursts of activity, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator? You can make a lot that is day-to-day work on cardio. The key is consistency and making sure you engage in some form of physical activity regularly. Minimalistic cardio training helped me realize that staying active doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Most of my cardio training comes from another benefit or goal. For example, in our free training program, we have an animal flow day that works on mobility and that mind-body connection for flips and tricks, and so happens to work cardio at the same time. We are making PETA angry without how many birds this one stone can take out. Now let's delve into more specific forms of cardio. You might want to get better than the 100, or you are looking at a marathon. Those use different systems, so let's look at some of them, starting with anaerobic lactic cardio, which focuses on quick bursts of power. What's the difference between a sprint and a marathon? Anaerobic lactic cardio involves high-intensity efforts lasting around 10 seconds or less, which uses stored ATP and creatine phosphate in your muscles for quick bursts of energy. In bodyweight skill-based fitness, this can be related to explosive movements such as in short and powerful parkour lines, gymnastics, tumbling lines, and sprints. If you want to train it, you training similar to strength, short, explosive efforts with lots of rest. For example, practice explosive parkour moves or gymnastics drills for 8-10 seconds followed by 1-2 minutes of rest, repeating for 4-6 rounds, ensuring enough rest between intervals to fully recover and maintaining maximum intensity during the effort phase. This type of training is excellent for improving your explosive power and speed, essential for executing dynamic bodyweight movements efficiently and safely. Doing this type of cardio into my routine improved my explosive strength and power significantly. In Ninja Warrior courses, there are times when you need to push through a hard obstacle fast. It's like having 2 buckets of energy and you dip into one to save a little from the other. However, the average Ninja Warrior course is about 3 minutes, so there is another energy system that is perhaps more important. It's not a sprint, but it's not a marathon. Anaerobic lactic cardio typically lasts from about 10 seconds to 2 minutes. This is where glucose is broken down for energy, producing lactate. Lactate is a bit like the exhaust your muscles make when they're working hard and fast. If you keep going, it builds up, making that tired and sore feeling. The more efficient our bodies are, the less lactate or exhaust our bodies make. We're looking to train intervals that push you to near maximal effort for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, followed by shorter rest periods. For instance, perform a series of explosive parkour moves like a tic-tac, precision jump, and climb sequence, or do high-rep burpees or jump squats for 30 seconds to a minute, then rest for the same duration. Repeat for 6-8 rounds. This type of cardio is excellent for sports and activities that require sustained high-intensity effort followed by short rest periods, like ninja warrior courses or gymnastics routines. There are two ways people tend to train cardio. The first is the long runs on the treadmill, or the high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, which you can see in CrossFit or most boot camps. This is the style of training I prefer because you need to train a lot to get the benefits, and you don't need to do it every day. However, I know people who could go for a run for hours and love. So let's talk about that long-term endurance. Training for anaerobic lactic cardio pushed my limits and enhanced my performance in high-intensity activities. Now let's focus on aerobic cardio and how it builds long-term endurance. What happens when you last longer than 2 minutes? Aerobic cardio involves lower intensity activities sustained for longer than 2 minutes. This type relies on your body using oxygen to convert carbohydrates and fats into energy. For bodyweight fitness, this can relate to prolonged steady-state activities like continuous parkour training, endurance calisthenics, or a longer skills session. This is the cardio system we tend to use the most and think of when we think of cardio. The heavy breathing and the marathon runs, endurance. Get better, do steady-state cardio sessions lasting 30 minutes to an hour or more. Aim to maintain a moderate intensity where you can still hold a conversation. The best part is that it does not need to be intense or hurt your joints. A nice swing, a bike ride, or a hike all can hit those targets. The downside is you need to do it more often. This is the one I do the least, mostly because I do not enjoy it. That does not mean if you do not train all three systems, you get none of the benefits of the other. Both types of training can improve overall cardiovascular health, increase endurance, and enhance muscle efficiency. They can make you a more well-rounded athlete. Each type of training is optimized for different outcomes. To maximize performance in one area, like sprinting or marathon running, you need to include specific training that targets that energy system. If your goal is just to improve your stamina, do cardio that is fun and raises your heart rate for a while. That's it. But we have been speaking about endurance. What about muscular endurance? What makes muscular endurance different from cardio? Cardio relies on getting oxygen efficiently through your body and dealing with the byproduct of lactic. Muscular endurance is the muscle's ability to be efficient with oxygen and its byproduct. It's oversimplified by cardio is the heart and muscular endurance of that specific muscle. There are some similarities and crosses in the systems that they use. When you are running, your legs are engaging in muscular endurance. Your legs could give out before your stamina because the muscles are not adapted enough, or your stamina could give out before your legs. Training for muscular endurance is similar to general cardio, focusing on exercises that involve high repetitions with moderate difficulty. Aim for 15-30 reps per set with short rest periods in between. Best part, science says that if we are doing up to 33 reps in a set to failure, we can still train for muscle growth and endurance. The myth of endurance means leanness is not exactly true. With less rest, you will have less muscle gains, but that is the trade. Training for muscular endurance has a very interesting feeling to it. Being able to keep doing push-ups or any move for a long time gives you a sense of control and pride that you can also get from strength, but not the same. I would much rather be able to train all day than be crazy strong and get tired when going up the stairs, but that is my personal goal. Cardio is a key component of overall fitness that shouldn't be overlooked in bodyweight skill training. To achieve optimal cardiovascular fitness, it's important to add different types of endurance training into a balanced routine. Each type of cardio plays a crucial role in overall fitness, along with muscular endurance. Start by assessing your fitness goals and current abilities. If you're training for a specific event like a Ninja Warrior competition or a parkour challenge, tailor your routine to meet those demands. If you want general cardio, do something fun that gets your heart rate up for a while, or do mini cardio sessions in the day, such as going upstairs or parking further away. Maybe try your workout session as a circuit to change it up, learn how to dance, or find a nice bike ride on the weekend. This variety keeps your training interesting and ensures you're developing a well-rounded level of fitness and making it a lifestyle rather than a specific session. Balancing different types of endurance training has made my workouts more effective and enjoyable. It's about finding the right mix that works for you and your goals. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts on the importance of cardio and how to stay motivated in your training. Cardio is essential for building stamina, endurance, and a healthy heart. Remember, if there was one thing you got from this, is that it can be fun. Use it as an excuse to do something that you would not done before. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and leave a review. For a free workout plan like we talked about earlier that has cardio involved in a fun way to also gain mobility and freedom of movement, visit our website at awesomeninjafitness.com or check the description. Keep pushing your limits, stay strong, and stay awesome.